Hey there guys, this is me Malorian, and this will be a Guild Ball Battle Report. And it's going to be an interesting one because it'll be my first time playing with the Champions format. Basically this is the one where you have 9 players and 2 captains and all that good stuff. So it's really where you have the most flexibility of making your list. And it was really neat actually getting to try and do this. Either way, I am doing my butchers, and I was happy he dropped smoke rather than good old Midas there, and so that allowed me to use some pieces, say like gutter, and when he won that roll, I just did it with gutter, and I was able to get this nice perfect kick to get the ball way over to the left. So that's amazing. I know that smoke's gonna come in and try and kill off some of my weaker models, so Princess is actually like in the far corner, and she's probably just going to stay there, and the next guy here, Greed, is probably going to be taken off as well. And then past that, I really just plan to try and get a bunch of takeouts, and then maybe score one with Brisket, and see how that goes. But again, Jordan's pretty damn good, so we'll see what I can do up against his Alchemists. So his first activation is going to be Greed, who's going to be taken off by the goal. And then I'll be doing the same thing, except my Greed also had 1 influence, so I was able to where he go even further. Next thing he does is comes up here with Flask and then make a little cloud. Then I'm going to come up here with Rage, and I'm going to do Tooled Up onto Gutter. He's going to be going here with Calculus and come up and poison me, and that's not really the worst thing. That's not really that big of a deal, but it is annoying. You know, in this list here, I do not have Hemlock, so I cannot go and clear these conditions, and so these conditions are really going to start adding up. So what I'm going to do is I figure, hey, there's nothing else I'm waiting for. I might as well just go for it. So I come in here and I start going after Calculus. Not going to take her down, but she is really hurt. Otherwise, he's going to start coming over here with Vitriol and is going to be doing clones, so I can't really do anything to her. I'm just going to be walking up with Avarice, just to kind of waste an activation. His Avarice is going to start working his way towards the ball. And then I'm going to start saying Brisket over that way. This will be an interesting thing with the ball there. I mean, if he gets it and is able to pass the smoke, he's going to score it very quickly. So I do need someone like Brisket just to, if I can, get over there, get the ball and get it somewhere else or try and score. But yeah, smoke is very dangerous with the ball. So if I can keep it away from smoke, that'd be great. Next up, Mercury's going to be coming up and be doing a little flame cloud there. And it's going to be missing Brisket, but Avarice is going to be lit on fire, so that's not good. Then I'm going to be coming up here, and I'm going to be going with Fillet. And man, she is just so damn fast. She did have to go through the little poison cloud there, so she is poison. But basically by giving me +2/+2, I was able to zip around and get all the way over here. And in my attacks, I had the big double Guild Ball, so I was able to do 2 damage and make all the enemies around me bleeding. So that really helped just be able to finish off Calculus there. So that's going to make it 2-0. And now Mercury is bleeding as well, and that's just fantastic. However, then, now Smoke is going to be able to go, and this is where just everything goes crazy. You know, templates are kind of flipping all over the place, everything is everywhere, and in the end, you know, I have both Gutter and Fillet who are now on fire and poisoned. Now Brisket is poisoned, and Avarice is going to be on fire and poisoned, and then Rage is going to be on fire as well. So I really wish I had someone like Hemlock around to kind of stop stuff like this or really help. But yeah, I mean, I have the lead, but stuff like this is really going to hurt. So otherwise, my Princess is kind of hides in a corner. So at the end of round 1, it is now 2-0, so that's awesome. Like I said, a bunch of conditions, but unfortunately, even though I had a lot of momentum as well, he was able to beat me on the roll, so that really hurt. It would have been awesome just to get in there and just do some great damage, but hey, what are you going to do? And so now I'm kind of in a dangerous spot because both Fillet and Gutter are pretty hurt, and if he comes after me, I'll be in some trouble here. So what I'm going to do is just make both of them threatening. I have some on Fillet, I have some on Gutter, and then I have some on my other guys back here as well. Rage, I don't know what he's really going to do with that one. He's kind of far back and kind of out of it, but he might as well try and be threatening. So what he's going to do is go here with Vitriol, and he's going to come here and engage both of them, and then start making attacks against Gutter. And I always forget that Vitriol gets that extra bonus when you're in cover, and luckily for me, his dice go really, really crappy. Not really, really bad. I mean, I can't stress that enough, and Gutter's able to survive. So that is massive. You know, now where I could be down and losing activation and all this stuff, now Gutter is there and can do some very mean things. So I had to kind of think about this activation for a while. I mean, I really felt that Gutter was the best one to go with first because she was so hurt, and I might as well go with her while she's still alive. But I really felt that Fillet was going to be the one who's going to be able to do the most damage, so I went with her instead. And I was able to take down Mercury, which is amazing. Now it's a 4-0 game. And then I was able to walk over here. And if I had pulled this off, I tried doing a Blood Rain to Greed. It was -1 dice because I was engaged. I bonus time to make it 2. I just needed 1-5 to get him, and he would have been bleeding. And then I could have made him, bleed automatically, and it would have been really bad for him. But unfortunately, that's kind of really it. So it didn't really work out the way I had hoped. I did use a momentum to then heal Gutter, but 4-0, I am okay with that. So otherwise, he's going to be going here and is going to be poisoning me and blinding me, and Gutter is just like a whole bunch of useless right now. So I tried doing my best with Gutter to be attacking Vitriol, but it really is a waste. I'm rolling like 3 dice because I'm blind and stuff. I'm hoping just to do like a pittance of damage just so I can heal myself. I decided to clear all the conditions instead, which was probably a real mistake. I should have just healed the 4. But at any rate, I don't really do much here with Gutter, and she's in a lot of trouble. So otherwise, Greed is just going to kind of run away. Down here, I'm going to kind of just come up here with Rage. I can't really do much else, so he's just trying to be threatening for later. His little flask will kind of move away, and my Greed will run away as well. Then he's going to go here with Smoke and is going to try and make some attacks against Fillet. I don't think it's so much trying to take her out as it is just trying to generate that momentum to go first next turn. And then otherwise then I go here with Brisket, and Brisket's just going to really run over to Avarice. I don't want Avarice to do anything fancy with that ball. I just want to engage him, and then later on I can try and steal it. And so yeah, because of that, he is really stuck. He moves over to the cover just to make it a little bit harder, but I guess his plan was to move over and kind of drop it over to either Vitriol or to Smoke, and so great, Brisket was able to lock him down. Otherwise, my Avarice is on fire, can only kind of like trundle up 2 inches. I got the Princess in the corner, and that's going to be round 2. So at this point here, it is 4-0, so that's awesome. And he's going to be winning the race for momentum again. So now he's going to be going first. And I really just wanted to make things difficult for him and say, hey, you can either try and take out Gutter, but if you do, Brisket's going to take away that ball and is going to score. Or I can go with Fillet, and Fillet can do some mean things. So I'm just spraying these things out, knowing that he's going to do first, he's going to do something mean, and then I can do something meaner. And so what he decides to do is go here with Vitriol, and is trying to get a little bit more in the way, just to try and limit where Brisket can go, and is able to take down Gutter. So that's going to make it a 4-2 game, but I'm kind of okay with that. So what I do is I swing around here with Brisket, and I'm able to tackle away the ball momentously, and then I'm going to go for a super shot, and I'm going to shoot it in, and boom, just like that. Now it's an 8-2 game. So this is looking fantastic. The ball kind of gets kicked out here, and yeah, I mean, still got Fillet going, and if Fillet can take something else out, that's great. But Smoke is going to do Smoke's things first, and so she's going to come down here and basically just take the ball, make a cloud, teleport to the cloud, and kick it in. For me, it is going to get back out here to Rage, but boom, just like that, now it's an 8-6 game. So things are kind of ramping up quickly. So with that, I decide to kind of go with Rage and try and get in here because I can really make things kind of scary. Rage is able to charge into Vitriol and not kill her, but really mess her up. And then because she's knocked down with one of the attacks, I'm able to just drop the ball because I'm not engaged and just give the ball here to Fillet. Now with Fillet standing right there by the net, that's a very scary situation. But he is going to be able to come over here with Avarice, and Avarice is going to be able to take a free strike, a parting blow, and get 1 damage, whatever. I think he just got ignored or something. But he is able to kind of bash around Fillet and knock her down, and that's going to make the ball scatter away and go to Rage, which is, you know, not great, but hey, it's kind of okay as well. And so basically I use momentum to let myself stand up here just to clear all the conditions off of Fillet. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to be taking out Vitriol, making it now a 10-6 game, and then just get a few more attacks against Avarice just to really rank up some momentum to try and make sure I can try and go first next turn. Otherwise, Mercury is walking around, Princess is standing there, Robot is moving away, Greed is going to move away. His greed's going to move away. There's a lot of running away here. You know, there's half the team here that knows that there's a game playing, and the other half are just running away. Otherwise, Avarice is still moving up his 2 inches, and that's going to be the end of that round. So thanks to all that momentum, I am going to be going first. And at first I was kind of wondering like what I should really try and do. I just need to get 2 more points. If I could just get to Greed, I can try and doing that stuff again with, you know, making him bleed and make it go legendary and stuff. And my opponent Jordan just said like, well, just go after Avarice. Normally when I think about Avarice and how he has the tough hide, he's just really hard to deal with. But the fact that Fillet has so much damage that she can put out there and that Avarice was already bleeding, well, I can already do a lot of damage to him, and then if nothing else, I have enough other pieces here and he can't stop me from really taking Avarice out. And so that's what I do. I go with Fillet first. I just go after Avarice, and yeah, my opponent was completely right. With all the attacks she has and with the +1 really just kind of ignoring the fact that I'm -1, yeah, he goes down really quick, and that's going to make it end in a 12-6 game. So really, really awesome to do these guys. It really was very hard to deal with all these conditions, but guys like Gutter and Fillet can just really get work done. You know, Fillet is just crazy for being so fast and getting to where you need them to, and if those targets are already bleeding, wow, she'll just destroy them. And then Brisket, I'm starting to realize, you know, before when I made some butcher lists, I wouldn't bother putting Brisket in, but she is awesome and it's pretty much good for a goal every single game. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, please post it down below. And otherwise, we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.